Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today, I kid you not, the deck that you're about to see actually completely dominated the tournament and went 5-0, and it's been a while since I've seen Azorius completely dominate all the competition with some of the new cards. You will see them, and we'll talk more about the deck in the outro. And yes, there will be mono red, not reading cards, and absolutely shame scooping after it, and yes, as always, it will be hilarious. It just never gets old, so I hope you like it. Let's go into the game. However, we said nope, as the true control mage should. So we could try to stock up. It's a little bit risky, because then we probably die. They have a lot of stuff still. So I think we just tank the damage. Obviously missing land, extremely bad, but we have Beza. So I'm pretty happy about it. Like, Beza is so good at stabilizing you once you get through, you know, the big stuff. No More Lies should probably hit most of the things. But we'll still go with this. They might have Spell Pierce, but it's pretty rare, so you generally don't play... I don't play around it usually. Unless it's like, you know, super telegraphed and your opponent is like, well, I think about every single time you play a non-creature and I have 1 blue mana. And then I'm like, alright, maybe it's Spell Pierce. 3 damage, quite a lot. My heart is absolutely bleeding. Not only because we hit Fastland on turn 4, but also that we cannot kill the Otter. I think we tank another turn with a counter spell. We played the land, so we should be okay. And now we have Get Lost. They can start using the talent, but then we can Get Lost and make them waste all this mana. However, our opponent actually has the same amount of cards as we do. Man, as a control, it's not easy to outvalue, you know, aggro deck, but we'll try. I think with stock up, we should be able to start chaining value. However, we will need some time. I could kill it. So, if that's 1 damage, we chill. 1 damage hurts, but it's not the biggest deal. Against mono red, you can play a little bit differently, but here, I think it's fine. Alright, this is the first turn when we can finally double spell. Our opponent is not making too much progress. I think they are trying to bait the play, and we are not taking it. And now we can start using Smite. No blockers. Let's see if... Now they have a pump spell. See? See? Patient control player. Always gets the value. Alright. I think this is the moment. Our opponent is shooting for 4. That's quite a lot. Which means they probably cannot protect the Otter. Monstrous Rage will get it to 3 toughness, so it still dies. So I think on 1 mana it will be very hard. It will probably die. And I don't think we will counter. Don't forget we have Beza, so we can do some crazy stuff. I could prevent 4 damage with Burst Lightning, but is it even worth a counter spell? They're running low on cards. The only scary part in this situation is actually talent. Because this gives them card advantage that this deck should not generally have. And that means we actually might lose the longer game. We need to actually fight against it. But if they activate it, I think we just get lost. So this is the first turn during the whole game when we actually feel comfortable. Well, I'm pretty happy about it. So we could play around Spell Pierce. Our opponent is touching cards so vividly. So we definitely counter a spell. If they have Spell Pierce, if I take this, I might lose. And if they don't have Spell Pierce, I think this is absolutely amazing. But we have stock up. I will go with this. Like, they probably still can make 1 big push. So this is a little bit of a risky play for us, because we are not getting the value, so we need to fight for value on pretty low resources. See? So far, we are doing everything nicely. So now, we got rid of another problem. Okay, this is good. Okay, this is good. So I wanted to hit a land so I can play land into Beza, but I was like, oh no, it's a tap land, but we actually just want to play it, we don't really care. So now we got decent value. We got the card, live gain, and a huge blocker. Not the best value ever, but a solid one. And as you can see, we are behind on cards against aggro deck, just so you know. So that's why it's so hard to play against those decks, because even if you find all the answers, very often you actually lose on cards. And I was playing a lot of aggro decks, and sometimes you play against control, they sweep your board, they lock you down, they, you know, Sunfall, and then they have 2 or 3 cards, and you draw a good creature from the top, and they don't have the last answer, and they're like low on cards. So you can steal games like this, but we have stock up, and that's the reason I'm kinda hopeful it should be fine. Honestly, Demolition Field doesn't do anything here. Okay, with stock up, I was thinking exactly about Marang, and this is the reason why we could play so low into the ground and not get, you know, huge value with, for example, 3 steps ahead. If they had second play, that would be like Cory, and we were tapped, or Spell Pierce, that was probably loss for us. And they're only going for this? No Offspring. Okay, that's huge. With Marang, we can probably start chaining a ton of value, and Demolition Field in the hand is... oh yes. Oh, they love it. However, with Ultima, we finally don't need to be scared. And in moments like this, you can appreciate how insane Ultima is. So we can either deny this, or we can draw 3 cards. Drawing 3 cards is better. We have, I believe, 4 Ultimas, so we should really hit it right now. And we probably don't have much time to do it. Alright. Well, that's rough, but I think we just tanked the damage. It's still worth it. It's still worth it. So that's why they wanted to go so quickly. Oh, they did not attack. Bro, they missed 3 damage for no reason here. Absolutely. See? Bro, I think we really are playing this nicely. So we want Ultima, 5 mana, and we'll have 2 or 3. I actually think we get rid of the tap land. Guys, honestly, I'm pretty proud. I think we are playing this really, really nicely so far. So what do? We know the next draw. By the way, I could shuffle it with Demolition Field. We could tank it, but it's not worth it. I think we just go with this. And we chill with Get Lost. Maybe we could stock up? Oh, never mind. I always forget about this part, but it's fine, like we have only instants. I don't think I would stock up because I don't love being tapped against this type of deck. On 14 we should not die to a single hit, but you never know. Oh, and this is your honk for roasted mono-red of the day. It's not over, but I think we are getting there. Bro, they're wasting tons of value. But you can see, this deck is still going. Like, we're a control deck and they're actually ahead of us in the cards. Because they will draw another card right now. And that is with them not using any of the card advantage they have built in the cards. Because this, for example, could be another creature and also another card. And they just do it for extra tempo. So this is the last spell. Alright. This is probably a Get Lost. Okay, so they didn't attack last. Bruh, they just cannot hit it right, huh? When we want to remove something, they attack. When we don't, they do not. Okay, this is important. I might be able to draw a card with Beza, so I think we start with stock up. And Fountainport. So we go 3 mana for stock up, and we should have enough for everything else. So I think we can go for the archive for better hit. Well, this is a better hit. Let's go. And the second card is... well, Lockdown is pretty good as well. It's actually cheaper and better. Alright. That's an interesting one. They can hit once, but they have so much mana, I think it's worth to do it. With stock up we should... Bro, but look at this, it's so many turns, like, I'm playing like second sweeper already, I played like so many Cardo engines, and they're still going. And I think if they played more like long term, I think they would have a decent shot, but now this stock up is probably our win con. With this, I think we will win. So let's go for removal. You still want to hit removal in case they draw something really strong. and we want to be as low on the cards as possible, so Beza can hit at some point maybe. Alright guys, I think we are closing it. You can see this is a journey from trying to survive at the start, into stabilizing slowly but surely, into this final moment when you have a counter spell and your opponent has no cards. But we are still not there yet. They have 3 cards, we have basically 3 playable ones, but this Marang is all the difference. And you can see that now we are starting to get slowly ahead on cards, and it should continue, especially with a land. Yep, let's go. And now Spell Pierce is not scared. This is the counter spell. This is exactly the counter spell. And we don't need to do more. Alright, I think with this we can close the game soon. Probably let's go with Elspeth. This should be nice, especially with Fountainports. And guys, this is how you close as a control. And this is so fun when it's working so nicely. I think at every stage of the game we made the right calls. Like, especially this countering for 3 mana was worth it, because you don't need to win with 5 cards in your hand. You just need to have 1 or 2 cards more than your opponent, so they cannot, you know, do anything. And if you get too greedy, sometimes you lose on the tempo because you have 5 cards, but they have 5 damage and you are at 5. And we chill. So we can use the Fountainport and make 2 more tokens, so it should be a pretty fast timer. And against Elspeth, when we have like 6, yeah. Alright, I appreciate no rope, so if we go Deduce, they have to take stock up. Okay, I will give them the choice to make a misplay. If you want to be a really good player, some of the decisions include your opponent making a mistake. So if you don't have any downside of making a play, a moment, what they will choose, probably the Deduce right now. Well, this is painful, I have to cast it now. Now they will probably take Right's End, but then we open the River Regent. I think they will take Right's End, unless they never plan to attack. Alright, this is probably a good call, to be absolutely honest. So now we could go for the Anchorage, and believe me, I will finish my thought from before, but we need to go for this one. Anchorage can block the bat later. I think we will go with it, and we'll do it the end step. So basically, if you can make a play that has absolutely no downside compared to the optimal play, and your opponent has a chance to misplay, this is the play you should be making every single time. Because you can either go even with the normal play, or you can just be ahead because your opponent have chosen the wrong card or something. Let's see if they hit. Demon War, so they will be playing Annex. The reason you play this is that there's, you know, synergy with Annex. So now we can draw some cards. Our opponent knows about 1 Ultima, but there is a chance they plan to discard it before it resolves, and then they will see the, you know, the new one, basically. I'm not activating the Anchorage. This is a good card. Not sure if we will have time to use it, but we'll try. So it's hard for them to attack. Right Hand is, oh, it's tapped, right? So this actually cannot hit Sentinel, so they will get a map token. They probably will only attack with Sentinel and keep the bat for later. Ultima needs to do a lot of work, and Sanctuary will also be a little bit annoying. Maybe I should play Untapped Land, but it won't really change anything. Like, they are not attacking with the bat anyway. So as you can see, we cannot play it. Nothing is tapped, but at least we are at 16. So. Oh man, it's getting scary, but if we get Marang back... Okay, please play it. No, they know about Ultima. So they will probably be preparing for the next play. See? I predicted it. They didn't fear Ultima because they planned on discarding it. And if you are a good player, you will discard it on turn 4, so your opponent is absolutely tunnel visioned into this play, and then you destroy it. That's why I said, well, we have another one. And now they cannot make the play. So they are starting to prepare for this swing. And of course getting rid of stuff. I cannot mill this. I would love to. There is an argument to actually just kill something. You know what? Playing Ultima right now is kinda okay. But then they will replay the Dread Knights and we might be in some trouble. I'll be honest, I think this is a little bit of a better play. So I'm playing like this because I don't think we will beat their value if we sweep right now. I think we'll just get overrun sooner or later. They might have another sweeper, but I will make this play. Worst case, we draw some cards. This could be duress, but I'm taking the risk. Now they have open. Bro, what is this draw? Come on, come on. This is not fair. Well, with this draw, we are losing value even after going for the value play. And as you can see, they are not playing Dread Knights because they're waiting for us to sweep before they do it. And then they get those map tokens like there's no tomorrow. They probably don't want the demon. It's too slow. That also means they don't have an. Bro, okay, I think we're done. Like drawing 3 lands in from the top against deck that is trying to go for a value is like absolute end. I guess we can right sand. So okay, I think the best play right now, probably Demolition Field to give them the most issues. Now we go for this and we go for Marang. We can target both, but if we target this, we need to pay extra mana. So now we will take a ton of damage. They will probably attack and see the reaction. But with... Oh man, they're actually going for it. Like hard. Okay. I mean, we will allow it. But I'm not sure how to do it exactly. So I have to Ultima. Alright, alright. I'm not dead yet. We can win this on 1. Okay, guys, this will be the weirdest play ever, but I think this is the right one. I know, I know. Remember, 1 is all you ever need. Because if we sweep, we die to another Sanctuary. So there's only one way to prevent it. I hope they will keep on top so I can shuffle it. We need to hit the other one that is not transformed. If we kill this one will kill us. If we kill this one is already transformed and Ultima kills it. We need to still solve double Dread Knight, so I'm not like super crazy confident we'll do it. I think we just go Ultima into Get Lost and somehow we need to make it work. Yeah, we will have exactly 2 mana. Let's go. Not much we can do except this. We are at 1, but with Beza we can recover if we get a moment. I think this will be like Dread Knights. Alright, our opponent roll the dice that we don't have removal. Alright, that's it. We have to kill Shelly because otherwise we are instantly dying. Our opponent came prepared and our draws absolute... Okay guys, how am I supposed to win the game if everything I'm drawing is land? I get like, alright, with this play I get 1 extra card over my opponent and it's land. It literally doesn't matter. I think with those draws we lost. I can play Marang, but then I'm losing all the value I got. So probably the best play is... Do we have... Like, we have lockdowns and stuff, so it's probably better to main phase this. It's not looking good. Alright, you know what? With those draws there is a chance. I played the land, right? I'm pretty sure I played the land. Is it Fountainport? Yep. So that means we don't need untapped land. Because on this turn I need all the mana, on the next turn I don't need too much mana. So we can counter something and smite. If they hit double map token, this will have 4 toughness and we die. I think this is a good gamble. If we play this, is there a chance? Maybe we just play Beza, get to 5. We get actually nothing more. Okay, I will take the risk. I'm playing a little bit risky because I think that we are so incredibly far behind on those fruit draws that if I don't take like massive risk, I'm not winning this. And there is a chance they will whiff at least once, right? Thank you. Not exactly happy about literally the 3rd out of 4 sanctuaries in the deck. Oh, I hope they play the land. And this exile, so we got rid of one of the Dread Knights, one of the big issues. I wish we had they had 1 less mana. What can you do? This one sticks. So I could counter it. This is 6 mana to put the counters, right? It has a menace. So I think we have to counter it. Not crazy amazing, because if we had more creatures, we would have the tokens. But with the counters, it's kind of mana sink, right? So with so much mana and only 1 or 2 cards. Oh, oh my god, they just keep hitting, man. Well, we are not hitting, man. At this point, I'm not fighting against my opponent anymore, I feel. So we definitely go for Beza here. This is the best play. What is the value? They are tapped, so they cannot play this card. I cannot shuffle in any way, so we just play this, right? We draw a card and we see what the card is. Bro, if we win this, we earned it. We absolutely earned it. I could attack with the bird on this turn. They will play the Archfiend. Is attacking with the bird like any point? Making a I think there is. I'm playing super risky, but I think I have to. This is a token, so we can draw a card with Fountainport thanks to this. And the card can be like, you know, sweeper. Which means everything they have dice gets exiled, and then we need to solve Sanctuary, and we can be... Bro, another... Come on, guys. Like, I'm doing really my best, and with those draws, how am I supposed to win the game? Oh, this is absolutely painful. I can kill the Archfiend, but then they transform, and I have very little time right now. We have double tap land, so at least we know... I think I want to make sure that my next draw is good, but this will get sacrificed. We can already trade here nicely. So that means we play the tap land and we try to hit F. And don't land finally. Oh man. This is not at this. Please give me the big cards. Alright, so. I can kill the Archfiend, like we absolutely have to. Okay, maybe? You know what? Maybe? I could also... By the way, you can make a super weird play. You can activate Anchorage, put the counter with map, and then activate it again on the blocking phase. It's tons of mana, but this way you can pump it to 3-4. So it blocks the Sanctuary. I have to kill the Archfiend. And what with the rest of the mana? I think we just draw a card, man. Which means that we may draw it as well right now. Because if that's Ultima, that makes it easier for us. Bro. I swear, if that's a land, I'm losing my mind, and I'm not conceding, but I would love to concede after... Okay. This is finally a draw we needed the whole game. So I could stock up. So we kill this, they activate the Sanctuary, we block this, they deal 3 damage, we go to 2, this card and this... If that's Shelly, we lose. This is a 2-3, so it actually cannot block anything. If we hit Smite, we can double spell, so let's prepare the mana. I think this is the best play. And it might seem that we are playing slow, but if we miscount 1 mana, we will actually lose super hard. All of those cards are great. We needed all of those cards to win the game. So, Marang for sure. What is the next play? I need to go for Get Lost. Beza is so nice for the life gain. I think we have to go for absolutely maximum of value. This is the turn when we might die. I think if we can survive this one turn, there is a chance, guys. I can block this, this goes through, and this gets killed. Those cards will decide the game. If they cannot add to the board with immediate action, we can fully stabilize, I think. Especially that they are losing a creature on trade. Okay. Here's the swing of death. No way. No way. So they won the cards from this. Okay. We absolutely have to go for this. There is no question about it. This is the play we have to make. And now the question, do we go to 1 again? Or we actually give them the card? I think we give them the card. We need to fight on value right now. So we are trying to like pivot from defending into fighting for value again. So they will get 1 card and, you know, Dread Knight. This is good for them, don't get me wrong. But if they whiff here, we have enough value to try to, you know, beat them. Unholy Annex with Demon. Well, that's literally the best hit. Alright, a land from the top. Well, that's a new one. I could go Marang, bounce this, bounce something else, and then counter this. How much mana do we have? 3, 6, 3, 6, and 5. So we can actually go this and this. Alright, some of the cards that answer stuff. If I Ultima, we only need to deal with Annex. I guess. Not crazy happy about this play. We killed a lot of our own stuff. But now go for the throw doesn't matter. They can make a demon, get us to 1, draw a card. Then we can play Regent and make the bro. Like we are fighting like that's 4 damage. Bro, I think we really had like 5 different plans that all were great, and with this amount of plans you are just always too behind. They can protect creatures, but Ultima should be good enough, so I'm not killing it. I would love to hit 2 for 1, they usually want to hit Challenger on turn 2. It's not like they like wasting mana. Like they're protecting their creatures, but imagine you had 1 mana attacks on every single turn. It seems they have the card. It actually slows them down substantially. That's why you will see some of the players actually casting the 1 mana spell at the end step, so they can keep the pump going. Alright, Negate. We're not stocking up here. And this actually helps us, because our opponent is trying to protect creatures, something we... like, they do not need it right now. Like, they're making right call, but we are making right play after it. And this is the moment when they play 1 mana enchantment. They didn't. Okay, this is really good. Oh no, they will just cast Monstrous Rage. Okay, if that's damage, I'm so happy. So right now they shoot Monstrous Rage, and if we kill the creature, they protect it and we die. That's the gameplay. So I'm pretty happy they didn't go for it. We need to just survive 1 turn and we play Ultima. Man, this will be incredibly close. We want all the cores. We have basic, so we can play this. Alright guys, prepare. This turn will hurt. And I honestly think we're in a decent spot. Sure. Sure. They didn't play land. They played the land. Okay. If they just hit for this, we're fine. But this, bro. They're trying to play around our sweepers because they think that as long as we don't cast removal, they won't lose. Because at some point we'll just get overwhelmed. However, they don't know the fact that we will exile everything, so they will lose whole board without actually having an option to protect it. I still think we go Archive. Anchorage is too slow. Like, we will need to deal with the follow-up soon, and it will hurt. Oh my god, imagine if you didn't have untap land here. Let's go, let's go. This is the moment every control mage loves. Enjoy your protection spells, bro. Nope, they don't know that the creatures get exiled. So they think they will deal a ton of damage, but they still don't know what magic cards do. Because this is end the turn effect, everything on the stack is exiled. You can also read the card. And our opponent learned the hard way, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And here's the numbered mythic. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and like. And of course, Azorius, the golden classic of control. I have some thoughts after playing this deck, but before we start, a huge thank you to our absolute legend of the day, Stackhouse A. My friend, this deck is for you. You got the golden classic in tournament version, so I hope you enjoyed this, and really thank you for both supporting the channel and always being absolutely wholesome. Like, this is super appreciated by me personally as well. And yeah, I hope you like it. And about the deck, you have full sideboard, something we usually don't have for best of one list, especially the ones that, you know, I'm making. Of course, there's no need for, but if you are a tournament player, this will be absolute gold. You have full sideboard, and some of the cards, well, they are definitely there. obviously for Hopeless Nightmare decks, at least that's my guess. When this is so funny to see Control playing 4-drops, just because it's so quick when your opponent is discarding creatures. So we have Sideboard here. We actually don't have as many new cards as in the version that I was trying. Obviously, I wanted to showcase all the new cards, but I kind of expected more than just Ultima. So this seems to be so far the card that like sticks the most, and it's the most versatile. And I'm not super surprised. Hitting artifacts, especially things like Forge, because Cory can still be hit by Lockdown. However, if you are playing against anything more expensive like Forge or bigger creatures, Ultima is just complete game changer. So I'm not super surprised, and as you can see, you can catch Mono Red off guard completely with this card until they lose 50 times to this and they finally learn. And yeah, I still think the Adventures in should be something to consider. However, I expect that this is due to Normalize, because even though we play dragons here, we don't use the Exhale, we just use the good old Normalize, and it requires 2 court mana on the first 2 turns. So I assume that's the reason. And you know, with Demolition Field and Fountainport, the chorus mana is absolutely like, you know, stretched to oblivion already. However, I would definitely play some Inns in my versions. And yeah, I expected a little bit more, you know, new cards, but those seem to be the most competitive for now. We will see if that changes, and it's nice to see Elspeth as the finisher of the choice together with dragons. Beza, as always, also helps to stabilize super hard. As you have seen, without this we would not win some games. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, guys. And by the way, when I saw double negate, I just had to try this. This is such a favorite card that I cannot play enough. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you to all the patrons that allowed this to happen. Thank you guys, you're awesome, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. And with that being said, see you guys tomorrow.